A fairy tale of a princess, truth, and inner light long ago. In a kingdom surrounded by silver mountains and deep emerald forests, there stood the radiant land of Illyria. Rivers flowed like glass through its valleys, and the air always carried the scent of blooming lilies. In this kingdom lived Princess Elinor. She was not known as the most beautiful princess, nor the most powerful instead. People spoke of her thoughtful eyes that seemed to look beyond faces and into hearts. From childhood, Elinor was fascinated by reflections. She watched herself in still ponds, traced her fingers across polished marble, and wondered how something so simple could show so much and yet hide so much at the same time. Deep within the palace lay a forgotten chamber, sealed by iron doors. Servants avoided it, and guards passed it quickly. Inside rested an ancient artifact whispered about only in legends, the magical mirror of verity. It was said the mirror did not reflect beauty, wealth, or crowns. It reflected truth people hid even from themselves. King Aldrich, Eleanor's father, warned her often. Powerful magic does not always bring comfort, my child. Some truths can break hearts. Eleanor listened, but curiosity grew stronger with every passing year. On a quiet night, guided by moonlight and courage, Eleanor unlocked the chamber. The mirror stood tall and dark, its surface smooth as night water. At first, it showed nothing. Then slowly, mist cleared. Elinor did not see her crown or her gown. She saw herself alone, doubting, afraid, unsure of her worth. She saw moments she had hidden, the times she stayed silent when she should have spoken, the times she smiled while feeling small, the fear that she might never be strong enough to lead tears slipped down her cheeks. "This mirror is cruel," she whispered. The mirror shimmered and replied gently, "I do not judge it. I reveal what you must face to grow." Not long after, shadows crept across Illyria. Crops failed without reason. Neighbors argued, trust broke between people, advisors blamed enemies beyond the borders. Soldiers prepared for war. Fear ruled where peace once lived. Princess Elinor returned to the mirror. This time, it showed the kingdom itself, not attacked by magic, not cursed by fate, but weakened by pride, silence, and unspoken fears. "The kingdom suffers," the mirror said, "because its people hide from truth." Eleanor understood. The mirror was not meant to rule, it was meant to teach. Instead of commanding her people, she gathered them, not in a grand hall, but in open courtyards. She spoke honestly. "I am afraid to," she admitted. "I have doubted myself. I have been silent when I should have spoken." Princess Elinor continued, her voice steady, though her heart trembled, "And I have spoken when I should have listened." The crowd stood still. No ruler had ever spoken this way before. "I do not stand before you as someone without fear," she said, "but as someone willing to face it." For a long moment, there was only the sound of wind brushing the banners. Then something extraordinary happened. A farmer stepped forward. "I feared my crops would fail again," he said quietly, "but I was too ashamed to ask for help." A merchant followed. "I cared more for profit than fairness," he admitted. "Now I see how that broke trust." Even the royal advisors bowed their heads. We allowed pride to guide our counsel, they confessed. Truth spread through the crowd not painfully, but gently, like dawn after a long night. Princess Elinor listened. She did not interrupt. She did not judge. For the first time, Ilaria was healing not through magic, but through honesty. That night, Eleanor returned to the chamber of the magical mirror. Its glow was dimmer now. "You no longer need me," the mirror whispered. Eleanor touched the cool glass. "You showed me who I was," she said softly. "But the people showed me who we can be." The mirror reflected one final image, not fear, not doubt, but a young princess, standing calm and unafraid, her strength shining quietly from within. Then the mirror went still. Its magic was complete. Years passed. King Aldrich grew old, and when his time came, the crown passed to Princess Elinor. She became Queen Eleanor of Ilaria, ruler known not for loud commands, but for wise listening. She held open councils where every voice mattered. She ruled with fairness, not fear. She taught that truth, though difficult, always leads to light. The chamber of the mirror was never sealed again. Instead, Eleanor placed a simple sign beside it. "Look only when you are ready to be honest." Few entered. Those who did left changed. Ilaria flourished. Fields grew green. Trust returned. Children learned that courage was not the absence of fear but the willingness to face it. And the magical mirror. It became nothing more than polished glass. For once truth was understood, magic was no longer needed. Moral of the fairy tale: true power is not found in crowns or spells, but in the courage to face yourself. The bravest reflection is not the one that shows your beauty, but the one that shows your truth.